monsters of the Midway. You've got a voice, so don't keep it away. Every touchdown, every call, every play, you know exactly what the coaches should say. Come on down to the monsters of the barroom. Bring your passion, bring your football IQ. Talk every play, prove your point, show the world what Bears fans do. Monsters of the barroom.
The following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity.
Fuck Green Bay.
Here we go, Barflies. Welcome to the Barfly Tailgate Show. You already know it's done by Barflies, for Barflies, and all the other Bears fans out there. Welcome back. The Bears kicked off their preseason yesterday with a beatdown of the Cleveland Browns. They win the game 34-10. Absolutely balled out. There were some concerns early, I think, but they got it all cleared up. But how you doing, Tooch? How's everything going over there?
Doing good, man. Just enjoying preseason Bears, and like Ben Johnson said, he wanted to score. He wanted to break the Denver Broncos 2013, I think, record for most points in a season. That would be he would need like 37, 38 points a game. The Bears almost got there too. Yeah,
well, we had a missed 50-yard field goal, or we would have.
Yeah, we would have had 37. That's right. Yeah, the game started out, slow, down 10-0. I wanted to put. The line was Bears plus 3.5. And I was like, man, I love that bet. And I was like, why are we, I was like trying to find out who's not playing. It's the Browns. And I'm like, the line like threw me off so bad that I didn't place the bets because I was like, what do the books know that we don't?
Right. Right. Well, I think they may have looked at it and said, well, Deshaun Watson is actually starting for the Browns, and we weren't starting anybody other than Bush played one series, I think, the linebacker. Cinnamon played quite a bit, but he's a rookie, so who knows what you're getting. I'm assuming that's what the bookmakers were looking at was they've actually got starters playing and we really didn't. But
because Anthony, my partner, he said he liked he gave out Bears plus 3.5. And it was an outright beatdown. I should have taken a Bears money line. But, and that's the last time I did that. I just was completely thrown off by the line, And you think Ben Johnson hates losing. It's like, that's so obvious.
Well, really, that second half when they started to put it on them, they had Antoine Randall
calling the plays.
So exactly. he was out there drawing it up. Hopefully, we can hold on to him at the end of this We already lost. We lost Declan Doyle, who didn't even call plays last
The Ben
year.
Johnson tree is growing. Case Keenum after the game said he thought Antoine Randall would definitely be a head coach in the league.
I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to call him last offseason. I mean, he played there. He was a big fan favorite there in Pittsburgh. They needed a head coach, and he's an offensive mind, but they went another route. They went with Mike McCarthy, try and retread that thing.
That's kind of like the Bears hiring John Fox, the Steelers hiring Mike McCarthy.
It does feel like that too. Right? It really does. Yeah, like the offensive minded oats. They were like, "Oh, he won a Super Bowl with Rodgers. Let's get the band back together and see what we can do."
Right? Is he back though, Rodgers? He's definitely back, right? Okay.
Yeah, Rodgers signed up for. I think it's just a 1-year deal, but he's kind of setting himself up for that farewell tour. It seems like. I mean, he already went on ESPN and kind of trashed them as much as he could, and all that type of stuff. So I think this will be his last year. He just hasn't officially said it. You know, it's weird. He learned so much from Favre. I guess even the retiring at the end.
Sam, well, speaking of Steelers, we had a former Steeler make a couple plays yesterday with Beanie Bishop, and that secondary, Aaron, is like you gotta have some concern. You know, like last year we had a lot of defensive secondary injuries. This year's more of the same with losing Kobe Bryant, which is just a terrible blow for this.
And that pissed me off because when he went down, they said 8 to 10 weeks. And I was like, okay, so like midway through the season, maybe he'll be back for the Packer game.
Right,
that's cool. And then they go 8 to 10 months. Hopefully, he'll be back for the playoffs. I was like, how did this happen? Like, I don't understand. Like, how does it jump from that to that? But they did bring in a veteran, Xavier Woods, former Dallas Cowboy.
He's injured now too.
Well, it's
hopefully
preseason. Hopefully he'll be ready
serious.
To go for the real. Yeah. But it's the secondary was I worry about Josh Blackwell because I thought he would play better than he did yesterday. He gave up a lot of those tough plays. I was really impressed with Malik Muhammad, though. They got him to play inside and out. He did get caught on a little rub route where Casey Conception was open on the sideline. But, I mean, it's rookie type stuff, you know, stuff that he's got to work through himself. But he's got the speed to play multiple positions. He's not scared. He went in there and had a tackle for loss on I believe it was a screen play. So he's not scared to get his nose in there and get dirty, which I love. You don't see a lot out of cornerbacks. Those guys, I mean, even the great Deion Sanders, he was like, "Hey, I ain't tackling nobody." but
Malik non-tackling.
That's right. Malik Muhammad would get in there and get his nose dirty. I was happy to see that.
Kid floated a nice pick to Beanie Bishop, and then Dylan Gabriel, same. Floated a nice one. Bishop happened to be there, but credit to the kid. You know, he was in the right place, right time, caught the ball, and 55 yards in return. The players that I thought flashed, the former Brown, Caden Davis.
It was beautiful. Well, that's another thing.
Guy in the right place. Understands offense, blocking. Blocked on that Salvin Ahmed screen pass touchdown. And then the Jamri Chroma, the backup defensive end.
Yeah, when he made that play, I was like, who's wearing 59? Like, last time I remember seeing 59, it was on my boy Danny Trevathan. So I was like, who's wearing that number now? I was like, who's this Chroma guy? Yeah, he had a strip sack and made some plays out there.
And they do need defensive line depth. And, you know what? I think the main thing that Bears – this is preseason. The main thing that Bears fans should take away from – the game yesterday is, man, our depth is good. There's players, that like might not even make the team that were, making plays and the credit to the coaches for putting all these players and teaching, technique, proper technique and game planning and all that stuff that we just haven't had in Chicago with our coaching staffs. We've been suffering through some just awful coaching staffs, Finally, we've got Ben Johnson, who's, lives at Hallis Hall, apparently. I'm not
Yeah,
exaggerating.
didn't Colston Loveland see him sleeping in there in June or something?
Right. Yeah, he was like, never asked that question. Did you
Yeah.
sleep in your office, coach? Right. But yeah, I mean, the depth, and it's the Browns. The Browns might be, in contention for the number one overall pick. Yeah, they might be drafting number one overall next draft.
But a lot of, and I said this on the 12 Ounce Crew Out podcast when we went over the AFC North, the Browns have drafted really well the last 2 years. So a lot of their best players are going to be these young guys, the Denzel Bostons, the Graham, the defensive tackle they've got, the Casey Concepcion. So they may have some pieces that they need to really plug in a quarterback. Their best quarterback, as we saw yesterday, at least from what it looked like yesterday, was Deshaun Watson. And he's not even – he's a shell of him for his former self, Yep. So that could be the issue that they're running into.
I said Deshaun Watson's a 10-year veteran. I'm like, has it really been that long? Wow.
He was drafted the same year as Mitch.
Same year as Mitch, which was 2017.
And Mahomes, yeah. So that was all three of those were Pro Bowlers in that first year too, right? Or was it the second year?
I think so.
Yeah. Kind of crazy to think about.
The Matt Nagy era, got Mitch Trubisky a Pro Bowl spot.
Yeah.
And Trubisky's still playing, right? He's on the Bills, backing up Allen on the Bills.
No, he went to Nashville this year.
Okay, he's on the Titans now, huh?
Yeah. So he's going to be pushing my boy Will Levis off the roster. He looked awful last week. I'm pulling for this guy, and I'm like, what are we doing, bro? You were a monster at Kentucky. Now you look like you can't read defenses. Yeah. You can't throw the ball all of a sudden. I mean, can't even run to get out of the way. I don't know what the deal is with him. We'll see what happens.
If that quarterback room, like Mikey said, that is a dumpster fire. That's just horrible. I mean, you have to go with Deshaun Watson.
I think you do too.
Look, it's like they hired Todd Monken, the Browns. This isn't the Cleveland Browns show, guys. Just for comparison's sake to the Bears going through their rebuild. This is like hiring. I think Monken will be a better coach, but the Bears hiring Matt Eberflus and what they thought was going to be a tear down and rebuild. So
I was a little surprised. Because there was 10 coaches let go and rehired. So a third of the league had a changeover at head coach.
Yeah, good point.
The Browns brought in a young offensive mind from LA in Shieldhouse. They interviewed him a couple of times, and they let him walk back out the door and go back to LA. And then they bring in Todd Monken, and they lose Jim Schwartz because of it, who was probably – maybe they should have just hired from within and let Jim Schwartz – I know he sucked in Detroit, but give him another shot as the head coach. I was a little surprised that they went with Todd Monken. He's probably the and I pull for him because his brother coaches at Army. so I try to pull for him.
The trend is hiring offensive minds at head coach in the NFL right now. That's the trend. And I think Monken reflects that, sort of that mindset, the success of, and largely probably the success of Ben Johnson. Last year, everyone wants that high scoring offense, that Johnson pioneered in Detroit. And we should say, we said Caden Davis popped. Maurice Alexander also had a touchdown. These are guys that Ben Johnson had in Detroit. Davis was there in 24-25, and Maurice Alexander, I think, was there in 20-25 as well.
So they kept saying on the broadcast that Caden Davis was a former Brown.
Yeah, he was a former Brown, but before that, he was on the Lions. After that, 2 seasons on the Browns, 24-25. It says in his career history, he was also on the Cardinals and Lions. So I think he was with the Cardinals first, but a 27-year-old kid, small school. And then the other one was Maurice Alexander, who before the Bears, he was 22-25, was on the Lions for 3 seasons.
Wow, I didn't realize those guys were that old. I thought that they were like
Alexander's 29 years old. So he's been in the league, or at least on practice squads.
Yeah.
So very familiar.
He had some speed. He has some
Yeah.
speed to him, a little bit of wiggle. I did want to talk about. It's a big thing that's kind of league wide, and it really came to pass this week when Jaden Daniels told LSU they can no longer use his number 5. And it got me thinking about the retired jerseys and how many of them we have in Chicago.
Oh man, a lot.
Like if you like most of your single digit numbers are retired in Chicago. And I'm wondering, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I feel like we should do a Ring of Honor type deal and reopen those numbers, because when you got receivers wearing the number 27 and 35 and 20, it just doesn't feel right to me, Tooch. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when I was out there watching them, I was like, what is this
27?
number?
What is that? Yeah, like 27's making a lot of plays. He leak out of the backfield. That's exactly
right. Like, no, he lined up in the slot. What is the deal here? But
Tepper, if he makes the team, and I don't know if he has a shot to make the team, because if you think, your top 4 guys are definitely set. With Xavion. Let's start with 3 digits, right? Yeah, with Xavion Thomas. Rome, Luther, and Jade,
right.
And Khalif Raymond. That's your top 5 are probably set. There ain't much room for, are they good? What are we going to keep 7? I don't know. 6, I could see, largely the
Davis
defensive
keeps
backs.
playing like this, though. It's hard. I mean, I guess we see it every year. It goes back to the Daniel Braverman, I'm trying to think of the other
Tanner Gentry,
the training camp heroes. And we were like, you can't let this guy go.
Yeah.
He's not going to make
Daniel Braverman.
and then all of a sudden they make it through waivers and they end up on our practice squad. And I'm like, well, I guess I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Those guys. I don't know who you would keep out of that, because Xavion Thomas is definitely making the team. Khalif Raymond is definitely making the team. That's 5, with Rome, Luther, and Jade Walker. Jade Walker did not play. That tells you he's, they don't want him to get injured. Yeah. And then, you got 3 tight ends that are definitely making the team.
They talked about Roush a lot on the broadcast yesterday, trying to get him involved. I think he made a couple of plays. I can't remember a ton that stood out, but he made a couple of plays out there. But speaking of Luther, I mean, he hurt his groin. We weren't sure how he was going to do, but there was video of him yesterday running pregame. So I'm assuming he's going to be good to go, which is good news. He just won't play the preseason. Selfishly, because as I told Tooch, I'm going to be in Cincinnati this week. If any Barflies are in Cincinnati, holler at me. My DMs are open. We can meet up pregame or whatever, and have a couple beers and kick it and see what's going on.
Anybody in the chat room? No, are they from anybody in the chat room from the Cincinnati area?
I'm not sure. I know we used to have some fans that would make that trip, but I'm not sure who's from that area. Like I said, my DMs are open on Twitter or X. You can see my @Aaron Current. I don't hide from anybody. Just shoot me a message. Say, hey man, I'm gonna be in Cincinnati. If you want to link up or whatever, we'll figure it out. But yeah, selfishly, I'd like to see him play, but I don't know how much. I don't know. They have joint practices with Cincinnati this week, as well as Tennessee next week. So I don't even know if Ben Johnson will have starters playing in either of those games either. But we'll see how it goes. More on this game. We talked about Chroma on defense. Bush was in there for one series. I wish I could have saw him more, but the speed flashed for sure.
Oh yeah,
he had a tackle.
Ruben Hippolyte. Our linebackers are good, man.
Yeah, Hippolyte was making some plays out there for sure.
About time. He must have been injured last year. It's KB.
What's up, KB?
What's up, family? How we doing?
Just talking some ball.
Hanging 34 on the Browns.
Oh man, it makes what Ben Johnson said that he wants the best offense. Period, man. It puts that in perspective, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Yep, exactly.
Where we at right now, man?
I mean, we kind of.
What players did you think flashed?
Oh man, it's a couple of them that flashed to me. I'll start on offense and move over to defense. I think offense wise, this Caden Davis kid, I ain't gonna say kid 'cause I don't know how old he
Yeah.
is.
Is
I'm
that
not that old
27?
yet.
I think.
All right, yeah.
It's
So
27. He'll be
he's
28 in September. So
he's still
I'm
young.
30. I'm 38, KB. They're all kids to me.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm 36, so
58.
you feel me. Uh, yeah, Caden
Dude
Davis
said,
definitely
no,
flashed.
y'all ain't gonna tell me about ages over here.
But yeah, Caden Davis play definitely flashed. I think everything that you've been hearing about him coming out of training camp seems to be real. The kid, the one route he ran where he what did I do? Oh my, another internet thing popping up. But he was running out. He cuts inside, and Major hits him on the inside route. Man, to me that was one of the best routes of the day. You just seen how he ran the DB off on that route. Then another guy, Salvon Ahmed. Man,
Oh yeah.
there's got to be a case. There's got to be a case where he's number 3. He has amazing burst, and I think that's what we're really missing in the backfield, which is why I got so excited about Xavier Thomas being added. It's just that quick burst. He looked good. I think right now he has a bid right now for the 3rd running back spot. Like I said, the offensive line played decent. I think Logan Jones had a decent game. Left tackle outside of the one mishap by Jedrick Wills was decent play.
That hurt my
I
heart.
don't know if he's going to make the team.
Tyson got clothesline and just looked at him like, really?
Yeah,
like, bro.
Chance to show his old team. You're playing against his old team, the team that drafted him.
Jordan Lynch on the D line, amazing. I think the two big standouts on defense had to be the Beanie kid. 2 picks. He had to break up.
Yeah.
They said that I didn't know much about him, but they said that Buddy was All-American before he started to hit his transfer portal business. So he's making the case. And then Chroma, I don't know where he came from. 2 sacks, fumble, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. He has burst off the line, man. Those guys to me on defense definitely flashed, man. I didn't really get to see much of Jordan Vandenberg. I wanted to key in a little bit more on him, but I was moving around a lot yesterday. But yeah, right now defensive wise, Chroma, Lynch, and Beanie.
Yeah, I agree completely, KB. And like I was telling Tooch, Chroma rocking that 59, man, reminded me of Trevathan out there. That was my guy, So I was like, who's wearing 59 now? So I was happy to see him pop. And
right.
I mean, we need all the secondary pieces we can get. Look how many injuries we dealt with last year. We talked about it on a weekly basis. It seemed like the admirable job that Dennis Allen was doing with the duct tape and safety clip together roster that he had. So if we can upgrade our roster, the bottom of our roster, we'll be in pretty good shape there.
Coaching staff is fantastic,
absolutely.
Guys. Yep, best I've seen in a long time. Just teaching the fundamentals and techniques, game planning, coaching up players, in-game adjustments. It's just the best. That's why I think we have a good chance, to make some noise this year. I think we could get to the game, get to the big game.
Well, there's one in that. There's a super team they're building in LA that they might have something to say about that. But I definitely like our chances too. I'm very. I mean,
do we play the Rams this season? I don't think we do during the regular season, do we?
I'm not really sure.
Not during the regular season. Maybe a game
during the regular season,
playoffs.
right? Yeah.
Just trying to look up our snap count.
We played Seattle though this year, right? Don't we?
Well, we played first.
Yeah, we played Seattle.
Seattle won that division.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally forgot where I was going with that.
Yeah, that backup running back job, man. You were talking about Salvon Ahmed. Roshan Johnson wears that goofy ass helmet and he looks slow, but he plays special teams. You got to play his teams to make to be able to be in that room at the at cut down. But Coleman Bennett had a nice little run on the goal line. It was a screen, and got himself in the end zone. Britton Brown, same thing. How wide open were that throw?
Yeah.
Keenum to Britton Brown is like,
absolutely.
I'm going to the flat immediately because it's wide open. And then the other Salvin Ahmed had that long touchdown catch.
The Vanilla Gorilla had a big block on that Salvin Ahmed.
Yeah, 2 good blocks on that one.
Caden Davis had a nice block too.
So
on that run.
We
screen
got
pass.
I agree with KB though. I feel like Ahmed has kind of put Roshan Johnson on notice. I mean, when they drafted him, I had such high hopes for Roshan.
Such high hopes, man.
The way he played in Texas, and I love the way he played. And it just hasn't clicked for whatever reason here in the league.
Injury problems, I would say, but
I definitely believe if he doesn't make our roster, he'll make somebody else's roster. But
I don't know. Do you think?
Right now, I'm thinking if I'm keeping 4 running backs right now, bro, my 4 running backs would be the 2 at the top. We know Swift and Monangai, Salvin Ahmed, and probably Britton Brown. Because for whatever reason, I just feel like Britton Brown has a nose for the end zone.
Yeah. That Coleman Bennett is interesting, though,
Yeah.
But he's probably a practice squad player.
Yeah, we might lose him like we did Ian Wheeler. He went off and won a championship in the USFL.
Where did he go? Is he on Patriots? Is that where he landed?
I can't remember.
Or Bills? Where is he on? Maybe the chat room has it.
He's with the Bills right now.
That's what I thought. I knew it was Bills or Patriots.
Yeah, I know he played at the USFL for the Louisville Kings and won a title.
He's on the Bills now.
I was excited about that. But
he was a Hard Knocks fan favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we killed Hard Knocks. Yeah, I think the Bears killed Hard Knocks. I tried watching that episode 1 from Seattle, and I was just wasn't.
Last year was Hard Knocks with the Bears. It's like Eberflus.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is a rookie. It's like, come on, he hasn't even been in the league, but they were like had to get the Bears in. The memories we have are Eberflus. Eberflus's lakefront mansion. That's all I remember.
Beekeeper.
The beekeeper. I got bees. Right. That's all you take away from it,
Jeez. Does he still got that house? I bet.
I don't know. Yeah. He's coaching in Dallas, or did he get cut from that game?
He got cut from there. I think he's like
he's gone, right?
I think he's a defensive mind, like one of those extra dudes in San Francisco now. So he's still getting paid. The guy gets a paycheck.
Yeah.
He's a 49ers, right? And he's with the Niners, like you said. Yeah.
There you go.
What's he doing now?
Probably a defensive analyst or some crap.
Yeah.
What do they call him? Defensive pass coordinator or something.
I'm trying to find out what he does. He's the assistant head coach. He's the assistant head coach of the defense, whatever that means.
I don't know if I still got the drop on here. What is it that you'd say you do around here? That's what it feels like from office.
So I'm pulling up his bio on the 49ers website. Eberflus joins the
What would you say you do here?
Yeah.
KB cut out on us.
It just says assistant head coach defense. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, he probably does one of those, like KB said, those analytic type deals where they just, watch the tape and say, hey, this guy likes to do this, and watch them.
Who is the defensive coordinator of the Niners? I forget.
They brought in Morris.
Raheem Morris, yeah. Before him was that one guy who went to the Jets as head coach, right?
Robert Saleh, who is back.
Robert Saleh. Yeah, who's a great defensive coordinator.
I liked him as a head coach, but he just failed with the Jets. I think I'm excited to see what he does in Tennessee. To be honest,
He is defensive coordinator of the Titans now.
Oh, he got the head coaching gig.
Oh, he got the head coaching gig. Okay, I didn't know that.
He brought Brian Daboll in to run his offense.
That's right. Daboll's coaching the offense, and Cam Ward.
Yeah, Cornelius, you're right. You get one head coaching gig, and you'll always find a way on somebody's coaching roster.
Right, Cornelius. Matt Eberflus. Yep. Matt Eberflus can keep himself in cigars just for that one gig.
Yeah. With Kyle Shanahan's wreck, man, if he's an assistant head coach, does that mean is he in that? Who would be in that position if Shanahan can't do that? Yeah, Daniel Brown says we need to ask Kevin Warren that. Yeah, we need to. We do need to ask him what he does around
Shanahan.
here.
Yeah, Shanahan had the injury, right? The car accident. And what is
he
out?
Texting and driving.
Yeah, is he out for a while or?
He wasn't able to run some of their training camp practices and stuff, but I think he's going to be there. I believe they play today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I'll keep an eye and see if he'll be on the sideline.
I mean, Eberflus would be the head coach. He's assistant head coach, right?
I'm just picturing that stupid freaking face staring up at the scoreboard with a timeout in his pocket as we lose to the freaking Lions.
I remember when they hired him. I was like, who?
Yeah,
never heard of him.
I mean, I knew. I pride myself on being such a football nerd, so I knew who he was, but I wasn't excited about it. I was like, if it's between him and Dan Quinn, how do you go with him? And then, I mean, all's well that ends well, I guess, because we got Ben Johnson now. So
I gotta tell, I have a confession to make for the chat room. Is like, I'm so sick and tired of the Bears Stadium saga. I'm so sick of it. I don't really care anymore. I'm so sick of it. I don't care what they do.
They give updates that aren't even updates. They're just like,
that's why I'm sick of it. I'm like, I just whenever you hear news, it's nothing. And big nothing burger.
Absolutely.
KB, they go to Indiana. They're closer to KB though. He's got a shorter drive to Hammond, right?
Look. Everybody's all up in arms about this. At the point I'm at, I do not care.
Yeah.
I need that drop. The Mike Tomlin, we do not care.
The chat room feels the same, I guess. Guys are with me.
Yeah, we're just over it. I mean, it's like you said. There's the news is that there's no news. Ben Devine got duped by a fake Big Cat this week and was putting out that it was going to be the Indiana Bears and.
Yeah. How could you even put that out? There's just no way that would be possible. Indiana Bears, no fucking way.
They even the Indiana governor said no, they would still be the Chicago Bears. But
how could you be that stupid?
I listened this morning to the interview because Barstool on the Yak got a hold of Ben Devine and interviewed him about the whole deal, and he said that the guy was messaging it like he got in touch with his brother and was saying that he wanted to get in touch with him. He finally got in touch with him, and then at the end, he even sent him a picture showing that it was him, that saying that he was Big Cat. And then he was like, well, I'm not sure. So he called him and talked to him to confirm. He said he even sounded like Big Cat on the phone. So this guy either used some sort of AI voice thing or just naturally sounds like Big Cat from Barstool. And I was like, well, I guess I could see how he got duped on that one. I feel like I don't have a following, so nobody would care what I had to say. But
Ben Devine is like in the same company of Drake and Manti Te'o.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Manti Te'o. Ouch.
Catfish. It's like, still though, the story is so ridiculous. It's like, do you really think like Big Cat's the guy who's going to be breaking that big news?
I'm a stoolie. I'm an AWL, so I love Big Cat, but I just don't see him being the guy that's like, hey, man, I don't want to put this out, but I'll let you put this out.
I'll let you do it,
yeah. I have a huge podcast following, but I'll let you run with this information. It's me, like,
right.
That part seems fishy. I don't.
Yeah. And usually, like, Divine has okay coverage, but this was just ridiculous. You know, he's kind of Ben Divine and Eric Lambert to kind of lump into the same,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Cornelius kind of has a point here. You know, a lot of Chicagoans who are, you know, very proud of being from Chicago, and being a Bears fan for that. I mean, my father-in-law, he's been a fan since the 60s. He remembers his dad taking him to Bears Packers games and sitting in the snow watching those old Bears and Packers games. But I mean, he's even like,
I wanted Arlington Heights. You know, that makes the most sense.
That made sense. They Arlington bought it. They owned it. They broke it. They tore down
This is my thing. Because the side I stand on this is everybody know that Soldier Field is okay.
Yeah.
Seating sucks in Soldier Field. Parking sucks at Soldier Field. Getting in and out of Soldier Field sucks. And it's also one of the smallest stadiums in the league. If not, I believe it is the smallest stadium.
The smallest.
Yep.
People are crying like they're not going to drive 15 minutes down the road to go see the Bears play.
Yeah.
Them moving 15 minutes down the road and just so happen to cross the boundary into Indiana. What does that change? Because they're still the Chicago Bears.
It's still the Chicagoland area.
I'm not understanding what this pushback is and what the crying is about. If you're being told there's a chance the Bears can take and build a world-class stadium right next to the city, that is going to be easier to access, better to get to, and you're going to be able to host Super Bowls, drafts that are better than the one that they had before, and all kinds of other venues. They're going to build the infrastructure around the stadium. What are we worried about?
Yeah.
What is the crying about? Because if you can build an LA Rams type stadium next to Chicago and it's still Chicago Bears Stadium, then you should be happy. Because it's going to be worlds better than what Soldier Field is.
There's a lot of
has all the accolades and all the historic value behind it. But you can have an LA Rams stadium right there. I just don't get it, man.
It's a lot of frustration with that they couldn't get a deal done in Illinois. A lot of fans are frustrated with why couldn't we make it work? You know,
they need to talk to the Illinois board.
Illinois politicians
willing
need to
talk and come to the table and try to help.
Yep, they need property tax relief. Tax relief. That's the whole thing. It just hinges on the tax relief, and whatever.
I listen to Captain J Hood every morning, and David Kaplan's like, "We're not going to Hammond, Indiana."
Right.
I don't know, man. I would love for them to work something out in Chicago because they are the Chicago Bears, and again, they own the Arlington Heights. It's just, I feel like it's still leverage, man. They're just trying to get a good deal.
Arlington Heights is closer to Hallis Hall than Hammond, but I mean, Lake Forest to Hammond is a hell of a drive, man. That's that's a 90-minute drive.
Yeah.
Cornelius, they would still showcase Chicago when they go to New Jersey on Sunday Night Football. When they show the Jets or the Giants, they go show you
New York.
B-roll is from New York City. They would still do that. They would still be. They're not going to show you Hammond, Indiana. They're going to say right here in Chicago. They're still going to show the bean. They're still going to show the skyline. They're still going to.
The only thing that
really just
they show a beautiful stadium and maybe the surroundings.
Yeah. I mean, it comes down to politics, man. They're trying to tax the crap out of them for that, and hopefully they'll figure that out. I still don't think it's over. I still think if you gave them truth serum, they would say yes, we would love to build in Arlington Heights. Like I said, like you said, Tooch, they brought the place in 2023, closed on it. Yeah. So we've been sitting here for 3 years wanting to build there, and they're just trying to get a better deal. That's what it really comes down to.
Yep, they want to be in Arlington Park. You know, they wanted to do the
We'll
whole
see how
time.
it all works out, though. They've still got a lease at Soldier Field until 2032 or something, to be honest. So they've got.
They ain't like they're going nowhere for the
plenty of
next
time
2
to
years.
figure it out. But it'll never be the Indiana Bears, though. It'll always be the Chicago Bears. Speaking of Barroom Network, stay tuned right here to later today at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Central Time. We have a new show called the Monsters of the Bar Room.
Yeah.
Aldo put this out as a for us to have our voices heard, and 3 people that won was Daniel
one of them's
Brown.
in the chat room.
Oh, really?
Daniel Brown. Yep.
So Daniel Brown will be on there. Dr. Donald M.
guy.
Gooch and Evie, who is I made this banner at the bottom and put their Twitter handles on there. It is Daniel Brown is in here.
We got a Gooch and a Tooch, Aaron.
The Gooch and the Tooch.
I'm not a doctor though, KB. I just play one on TV.
Just play one on TV.
I'm with it. Hey, you know what, man? I moonlight as a firefighter sometimes. You know, who knows, right? You can do anything you put your mind to, brother.
I'm just a lowly factory worker.
Man, I'm just trying to get to retirement, fellas. Alive. Hoping to see one Bears Super Bowl before I go.
Well, I think we got a shot this year.
I told you, man. I really feel it, man. I've been tweeting it out. I think this is a year where the Bears will make a Super Bowl appearance. We got, like you said, though, AC, we got to get past the Rams and Matt Stafford and Sean McVay, and I think we have the coaching staff and quarterback in place. Defense is going to be, have a challenge, especially with injuries. Jeez,
yeah.
KB, that secondary looks to be on the same. The injuries to the secondary seem to have continued into this season.
Are y'all any? I guess he plays safety, so it's hard to really gauge it. But I was expecting to see more of Dylan Thieneman yesterday. Yeah. Is it?
I mean, his speed is apparent though. And if you're watching the game, the kid is fast. He's just got to build the NFL instincts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're going to suffer with some rookie mistakes with him.
Yeah, and being a safety, you're not in on every. Like if we were to draft a defensive tackle, they're in on every play, whereas the safety, they kind of sit back there and play their position, I'll be looking for Vandenberg this week for sure. Like I said, I'm going to Cincinnati, so I'll try to have my eyes out for that number 96. I'm trying to decide what jersey to wear. I got an Urlacher jersey I'm thinking about pulling out. It might be a little warm, though, so I might rock a jersey. I got a Caleb Williams jersey. KB always got the kids. How we going?
Yeah.
Always. You going to say hi?
Who's that one? Hi. How old are you?
1.
You are not. Get out of here.
9. She's going to be 5, huh? Yeah. You got to start them in dance. You like? She's
in dance.
Yeah. I didn't start my girls till like 7 and 9, and I'm regretting it because they do hip hop and jazz.
Oh, nice.
We're dancing at the state fair tomorrow.
See, they were supposed to do a parade yesterday, but it got rained out.
Man, we're getting a ton of rain too. We sent you all that storm that blacked out the city. It originated in Iowa. I know Fitz was like, "Thanks, Iowa." Well,
I'm sick of these storms, bro.
I'm getting them too. I had a tree. Yeah. My tree got cut in half, struck by lightning. I had to go out there with
the chainsaw out.
I was like, man, I'm too old for this crap.
Yeah. I got to rent a stump grinder. I got some weed trees from the previous owner of the house. We've only been here about 2 years, and I was like, that's an interesting looking tree. I had a guy come out here who's like, it's really a weed. It just got big. Yeah, I'm like, damn, the stumps like this far around,
It was somewhere in Indiana. I guess a house got struck by lightning and caught fire.
Jeez.
It's like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, as far as the jerseys go, historically, I've been a bad luck charm when it comes to jerseys. I have Trubisky, I have Justin Fields, I have a Brisker, I have Sanborn, which he's back now. But historically, I get their jerseys and they're terrible. So I've decided to start just buying throwbacks. I'll get
Yeah.
Walter Payton. I'll get Urlacher. I'll get Butkus. And I can't ruin their careers.
Yep.
No, look,
The only
man.
one that may have bucked the trend is I have a Caleb Williams jersey. That hopefully the jersey.
The only one I own, I bought it for my son, is Kyle Long, 75. He gave it to me to wear this morning, but I was like, I was so lazy. I just got up and wearing my Sarcastic Society shirts.
I don't blame you. I'm right there.
I thought it was National Geographic. I didn't even read it. I saw the square. I just thought it was.
I saw it earlier. It was National Sarcastic Society. Huh.
Like, we need your support.
Absolutely do.
Yeah, Mikey, that's a good call. Tooney would be a good one too.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going to be a Hall of Famer.
There you go. Yeah, get a Joe Tooney jersey. Man, I think you could get a Caleb jersey pretty safely. You know?
Well, that's the one I've got that he hasn't. That I haven't ruined yet.
Yeah. I mean, all the news about Caleb has been, what was it? What's that guy's name? Jay Glazer was like, he's way ahead of where he's supposed to be, for Caleb. And, then he said he hit a little plateau and stuff, which is, what you wanted to see because, Ben Johnson wants to see him get out of that plateau, and by him, work himself out of it and stuff. But, man, just that Caleb looks leaner and he was already fast. I just want to see how
Colin
fast
Coward said he looked like a wide receiver running out there.
Running up the side. That's what he said.
He was already fast, man. He is one of the fastest players in the NFL. You wouldn't think it, but man, guy could make it to the sticks. Outrun the defense.
Clocked at 22 miles per hour last year or something like that.
Yep.
So he's real quick and his accuracy's getting better. Courtney Cronin was talking about him taking the reins on this offense and really running things, which is what Ben Johnson wants to see and what we want to see as Bears fans if this is going to be our future quarterback. And I really, truly believe that he will be. I don't know what it's going to cost us, but fellas.
It don't cost.
$1 billion. The Chat GPT predicts the first $1 billion football player will be Caleb Williams. Do you think we'll see Caleb in the preseason, fellas?
Maybe.
One series?
Maybe a series next game.
Well, I don't know because normally I would say I'd love to see him, but where they're doing those joint practices this week, they may say we were able to see enough in joint practices to where he doesn't have to be put out there and actually be put in danger.
Josh Allen playing in the Bills preseason?
Yeah, he threw a touchdown to Keon Coleman out there.
DJ
Moore got tackled on the sideline, got up limping again. Have we not seen that? I love DJ, but man, he used to scare the crap out of me every game. It seemed like every tackle he got up limping. But
and I don't think we saw the Patrick Mahomes, right? Was he out there? I don't think.
No, Mahomes didn't play. Fields
Justin
played
Fields was playing. Yeah,
he played the first quarter.
How'd he look? Was he? He
looked decent. He looked decent.
It was all right.
I mean, nothing to be like, oh man, Justin Fields is coming back. But
right.
I mean,
he's probably the best athlete out there at the time.
I feel like I hope this scenario plays out. I hope he kind of gets that Sam Darnold redemption arc somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he refines his mechanics and everything he needs to with Andy Reid. And then somebody gives him a shot somewhere else and he goes and he proves whoever that is right. That's it. Like I said, I got a lot of love for Fields, man. I want him to do well somewhere. But he's in the spot that's kind of like Sam Darnold, where Sam Darnold went to Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
Hey, man, fix me. Fix you, go to the Vikings and so on and so forth.
Before last season, Vikings had the choice before last season of keeping Sam Darnold or going with J.J. McCarthy, and they didn't. And there's
Andy Reid can't.
Sam Darnold goes to the Seahawks and wins the Super Bowl. Like, you had a franchise quarterback.
Man threw for 37 touchdowns. Like,
well, Well, Mac Jones is hoping that he can do what Sam Darnold did. He's now the backup in San Francisco, so he's hoping he can learn something, and then we'll see if he gets a shot somewhere else.
True. Good point. Yep.
I was gonna say, Shorty said that if Andy Reid can't fix it, no one can. That's absolutely true.
Yep.
So
they said he played Cornelius. He played I think a quarter or something. They said.
Yeah, he played.
King Buka said, "It looked like Justin Fields. Good run, good throw. What the fuck was that throw?"
That's what it seemed like.
That's how I remember it. Buka. That's how I remember it.
Well, I remember it with him. I remember it with Trubisky. I remember it with Cutler.
Man.
Cutler just be like, "Fuck it, Brandon Marshall down there somewhere."
I got coworkers, of course, being in Iowa here, a lot of Vikings fans. Only 3 hours from Minneapolis. They're like, our quarterback situation guy. It's like, I got Kyler Murray and stuff, but JJ McCarthy. I was like, I kind of thought McCarthy wouldn't be terrible. I wanted the Bears, of course, take Caleb Williams, but
we lost a co-host because of JJ McCarthy.
We lost a co-host because that's what impacted me. I was like, I kept listening to Jordan Silvera telling me how great McCarthy was going to be. But
Michigan fans everywhere did this.
Yeah, he's a winner.
But Kyler Murray. I don't know how good he's going to be. I know they have some good coaches up there. Kevin O'Connell's a good coach.
That's the thing that worries me about the Vikings is I think Brian Flores is one of them.
Yeah.
He's one of the best defensive coordinators in the entire league. Him and Big Fangio. I would say Robert Saleh, but he's a head coach now. You know, those guys, they get a lot out of and Brian Flores historically has gotten more out of the roster than you see on paper. I mean,
Dennis Allen got a lot out of our roster last year too.
Yeah, Dennis
Allen. Good hands.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's a tough division, man. We all finished with a winning record last year.
Yeah,
so it's hard to say this team's going to stink and we're going to kick them around. We don't have a Browns in our division.
Squeegee. Any news on Xavier?
Xavier Woods.
I was gonna say the only news they got updated was
he finished with the groin injury. Yeah,
is that he might
Kyler? Kyler Gordon has a groin injury too. Is that? The Kyler Gordon injury is disappointing.
Talk about things I'm tired of hearing about.
Right.
Yeah. I
love Kyler, man. When he's on the
field, since he got paid, how long? How much has he been on? He's been injured since he got paid, right? Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but
no.
Mr. Shorty said Jordan is a dildo. He changed teams.
Absolutely wild.
I love Jordan.
I love Jordan.
Made a bad decision,
but to change your team, not only change your team. Like I've changed teams. I grew up a Bengals fan. I've told everybody that I grew up a Bengals fan. But to change your team at the time where we get our franchise quarterback, and C, you didn't put this on here, Shorty. C, he changed teams to a division rival. It'd be like me if I grew up a Bengals fan. All right, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna be a Ravens fan now. Like, how does that compute?
He was never truly a Bears fan, Shorty. That's like Aaron said. Just worried about. I'm worried about the defense. One, we drafted 2 defensive backs, which is great. Glad that we drafted Muhammad and Thieneman. But I mean, again, they're rookies. We're starting a rookie at free safety. Yeah. We our biggest free agent signing is out pretty much out for the season. Yeah. With Kobe Bryant, and we pick up Xavier Woods, who's a pretty good. If you're going to get a guy that was a pretty good, replacement, and he goes down. Now what are we doing? There's the Oregon State kid. I forget his name. I don't know. He played okay. What was the free agent? Maybe the chat room has it.
What are we talking? What did you say? I'm sorry.
The Oregon State rookie safety free agent, undrafted free agent. He played okay. I kind of liked him coming out.
The Dreads, right?
Yeah,
That's what that was. I seen him play. I can't remember his name.
He played yesterday, or he played in the past?
A little bit yesterday.
Yeah, he played a little bit yesterday.
You'll have to go back and watch.
My biggest UDFAs that I was trying to watch was Loving. Did we hear anything about Loving? Because he was
Loving
had to stop on the goal.
He had a batted down pass, and he was a part of the reason why that interception sailed on Shador's pass because he was getting pressure up the middle again.
That's what we need.
Skylar Thomas, number 38. If you go back and watch, and then of course we have Anthony Johnson, who I think is a veteran. Anthony Johnson,
Cam Lewis. Squeegee's bringing up. We got Cam Lewis to be signed to free agency.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Lewis is 5'9", 183. That's just like, I don't know if he's the greatest. We had Anthony Johnson at Iowa State. He a couple 3 years back was a safety, 6'2", 205. 3 years experience. But yeah, I mean, we're Poles has to be looking, for June 1st cuts at safety.
Hey, man, one of Michigan's greatest is still out there, brother. Jabril Peppers.
Yeah, Jabril Peppers. Yeah, I remember talking about him.
We would have signed before they signed Xavier Woods, but
yeah,
hey, he out there right now.
Yep, he's out there still.
It's just crazy. Like safety position goes that way. I mean, Justin Simmons used to play for the Denver Broncos and was an all-pro. Yep. They let his contract run out, and you just never heard of the guy again. It's
what did Kevin Byard sign for with the Patriots? What kind of deal did Byard get?
I think it was like two years, $10 million.
$10 million? Like shit, we could have brought him back for 2 years.
Well, the thing, they offered him, and he chose the Patriots over us.
Okay.
He was the one that they offered. Yeah.
What?
Similar money or did we offer?
Yeah, they said it was about the same amount of money, but he wanted to go play for Vrabel again. He played for Vrabel in Tennessee.
Right.
So gave him a shot out of Middle Tennessee. So he just wanted to go back out there. I don't know.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. You can't. When you got a preference, you got a preference, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
They started double teaming Jordan Vandenberg, so. I got the game on right now, but I got it recorded. I'm gonna have to go back and take a closer look.
I mean, that's what you want, though, is him eating up the double team and freeing up other. I don't care if he, if he's not making splash plays. I mean, you like to see it, but if he's getting drawing the double team like you want at defensive tackle at nose, then he's doing fine. He'll get there, man.
Absolutely.
The Bears inquired on Vita Vea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See if they.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the legs to that really are, bro. Because you got to think about it. You're trading for him. You're gonna end up paying Vita Vea somewhere in the neighborhood of $25 million. Because I doubt he wants to break the market, but he's gonna want solid money. I don't see them paying anybody $25 million.
Yep, you're right.
To come in here. Unless that person's name might be Max Crosby. I don't see it though.
Yeah. Would you like to see Crosby?
I would. And I'm gonna tell you this. I get it's the first preseason
cover up some secondary issues if he's rushing the passer for
first preseason game.
Right.
I was not inspired. I was watching Booker in those first two series. And Booker was getting hemmed up by one person. And I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like,
because Booker didn't play,
Brady
right?
Garrett's not out there, whoever the starter opposite of him is going to be, whether it's Dexter or they throw Dio in the middle or Katavius Street or
Neville Gallimore.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of inspired courage and hope yesterday. Watching Booker, and that kills me. Chroma looked amazing. Now, if Booker put up Chroma stats, I would be insufferable right now. Insufferable.
Right.
If Booker was putting up Chroma stats.
I forgot he played.
Yeah, he played a little bit in the first quarter, I believe. I think he might not have played after the second quarter. but this is somebody
see
has to win
sort
that
of.
side opposite of Montez Sweat, man. And it's like,
Yeah.
sir, if somebody doesn't step up on that line, the defense is gonna be in for it, man. They're gonna be in for
Hey,
it.
Dio is motivated this year. We're good.
Man.
Got motivated Dio.
Okay.
Booker didn't even show up on the stat sheet.
I'm motivated every morning when I wake up. And that don't mean that I'm gonna get it the day the best.
He said Booker got put in the $1 million dream sleeper hole. One of those.
Yeah.
I know I was watching one play and he kind of jumped up like he was trying to. I don't know what he was trying to do, but the tackle didn't even move. He was just like, "What are you doing?"
Man, that's such high hopes for Booker this season too.
And it's just one game.
It's one game.
You know,
You know
it could
Just
still
preseason.
yeah, and being preseason, a lot of these dudes are just out there trying to not get hurt.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Yeah.
And all for all intents and purposes, like I said, it's not. I'm not down on Booker, and I'm not. And we all know that Booker's.
But that's how we are.
person
As
I
we're
want
Bears
to win
fans, you
out
know.
the
We want everything. We want the best. We want a Super Bowl. We want, you know, right? I know.
STL Bear Boy.
We can't help it.
Yes,
We can't
I
help
wanted
it, St.
to.
Louis
Yes,
Bear Boy. Yeah, we want 2 sacks. Yep, we want the Super Bowl.
I want Booker to be Khalil Mack. God damn it! And I feel like if we had a young Khalil Mack, that's what would have happened. Leave me alone, okay? Leave me alone.
Well, for
what
me,
I'm-
it's
what
like
I'm saying is
my
this.
time's running out. I need another Super Bowl STL
Right.
Bear Boy 1.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Well, this guy, I mean, if he's a St. Louis Bear guy, I feel sorry for him already. He got to live in St. Louis and be a Bears fan.
Yeah. But no, man, like you said, in practice, they said that it's gotten to points where he seemed unblockable. So it is what it is, man. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm out on Booker by any stretch of the imagination. That's my guy. But I just want to see a little more. That's it.
Yeah. Tell
he did leave a little
STL
bit
Bear
to be
Boy to
desired.
call up Emos, get a pizza, and you'll be all good.
All right, fellas, we're gonna close this thing on out.
All right.
Trying to think how. Usually we close it out with a score prediction, bowl prediction, and all that. We kind of can't do that today. Heck, I don't know. I don't know what we can.
So when we're
I guess-
playing the Bengals, next Saturday?
Saturday night,
Friday? Saturday night, okay.
7 Eastern time.
And that's what is the Bengals stadium out there?
It's called Paycor Stadium. It's right on the
stadium.
right on
Paycor?
the
Huh.
River. It's like a riverfront stadium.
right on the river. So
Nice.
Cincinnati's really got. It's like when I go up there. So I'm probably going to go up there in September and watch the Cubs beat the Reds.
Is the stadium in Ohio? At least.
Yes, but
Tennessee, Kentucky or Ohio.
actually, Toots, that's how I explained to people down here when they said, "Oh, y'all moving to Indiana." I was like, it would literally be like the Bengals moving across the river to Kentucky.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's no, but yeah, that was how I explained it to people around here. But
I'm kidding.
Cincinnati, they've got a hockey stadium, their baseball stadium, and the football stadium right there on the
All
river.
right next to each other.
And they block off this road that's got
Nice.
bars and stuff in the middle.
Mm.
So that's probably where you'll find me Saturday about 4:00 ish. As I'll be
Warming
there,
up for the
drinking
game.
a couple brewskis.
Are you bringing the wife?
Yeah, me and the wife are going.
Good.
Yeah, I
Very
got
good.
a buddy at work. He had season tickets, so he sold them to me at face value, which
Real?
was great.
Yep.
So,
Hey man,
yeah.
if y'all went 3 hours away, bro, I probably would have jumped in the car and made my way up there. If y'all was like 2 hours, like you know what I'm saying, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm coming. I'll sit outside in the bar and drink all day.
if Big Cuz was still in
Man.
Chicago, I'm sure you'd be. But he got a sack, Hall of Fame game. Did he
Yeah, he
play
got a
the
sack.
other day as
He
well?
played.
Or?
He played a little bit. Yeah, they in the Hall of Fame game, they had one drive where they talked about him almost exclusively. They was like, "Oh man, Billings is up here. He's plugging up the middle. He got the sack, and he just dropped back in coverage." I was like, "Yeah, it sucks. He's with Arizona."
But hey, we're always gonna pull for him though, as long as he ain't a Packer. As long as he ain't a
Absolutely.
Packer.
He ain't gonna do it.
I'm waiting on Dallas to give him that contract. He gonna
Hey man,
retire Cowboy.
I could have swore he said he was a Houston fan for whatever reason. It was either Houston or
Oh.
Dallas. It was one or the other. That he was
Well,
like,
I know when
play for.
we talked to him, he had that Houston game circled because he was going back to Texas.
Yep. So hey, I mean, if he won one of them things, I'd be happy. Well, I wouldn't be happy with Dallas. I'll be happy with Houston though. Oh man.
I'll definitely be watching more Arizona games than I usually do this year, just to see Big Cuz
The
out there.
Bengals, you think, can compete for that division?
I got them winning that division.
Okay.
I love the moves they did on. Yeah, I like the moves they did on defense. The offense, if Burrow's healthy, it's the best offense in that division. So it's although that dude Jacoby Lane that the Ravens drafted, he been going off. I think Declan Doyle said it's the best hands he's seen since. I'm trying to remember who he. I can't remember who he said, but it was a really good comp. He was like, he said it was a really good. And he catches everything. And that's what Lamar
USC boy
needed out there is a guy to go up and get it.
Yeah, I'd say Jacoby Lane was the USC boy, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got him in the 4th round, I think, out there.
Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. We'll
go
around the room. Give me your obviously hit shout outs, but give me the number one guy that you had that stuck out to you and why in yesterday's game and who you're going to be watching this preseason. And then we'll close this thing out. I'll start with you, Tooch. Let's do this way. So we'll just go on a line. Tooch, KB, and then I'll close this out.
Well, I got to go with Jamry Chroma just to filling up the stat sheet. You know, I took your guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we took your guy.
but you know, I didn't expect he would do much, so I was pleasantly surprised. And we need depth at that defensive end position.
Yep.
What else am I supposed to predict?
Is that the guy you're going to be watching all preseason and then hit shout out?
I don't think it'll be the guy I'll be watching all preseason. You know, I don't know. I'll probably be watching that Caleb to Kosen Loveland connection because I think that's going to be a big part of this season. You know, the key. Of course, I want to see how healthy Rome is, and Luther too. Both those guys. But like Ben Johnson said, if we're going to put up 37 points a game, you know, I'll be watching that offense hum. You know, shout out to you guys, Barroom. Go Monsters of the Barroom and Aldo and everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go ahead, KB.
Ooh, all right, man. See, I'm gonna go a little unconventional because he didn't play. I'm waiting to see Xavier Thomas out there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting on.
Great call.
I wish he didn't. I wish the injury didn't happen where he got dinged up because I feel like he would have been an absolute spark plug, and I feel like we would have been talking about something totally different today if Xavier Thomas played. I got a lot of hope for that kid. Yep. He's my Austin Booker of the offense right now. Right now, like I said, going forward, I will give my flowers right now to Salvin Ahmed. I know they said the L is silent, so it's Savon. I don't whatever.
Salvin Ahmed.
Yeah,
something like that.
But shout out to him, man. Like I said, I think right now, if I had to say today, he's probably running back 3. No, so I want to see him continue to.
He did that at the Dolphins.
Forward. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say he was spark plug with the Dolphins too. So, going forward, I'm going to keep my eyes on him. But Xavier Thomas, when eventually he hits the field, is going to be the guy. I'm looking at. So, hey man, so shout out to everybody in the you know what I'm saying, in the comments, man. Shout out to all the Barflies, bro. Like they said, Monsters of the Bar Room coming up, man. Y'all pay attention to that. Y'all get that to watch. Love y'all boys, man. Hey man, we got football back, baby. We got football.
Yeah, it's great. Feels great.
It's great. It's great feeling. Great feeling. We'll pass this thing on, boy.
We didn't even mention Ray McLeod. That dude had like 3 catches and 60 yards.
Yeah. I forgot about Ray played last night.
Yeah, he looked good too.
Yeah, he did.
I just as good. Like the guy that stood out to me the most was Caden Davis, the receiver. He looked
Would have
really
had
good.
100 yards if he didn't drop that low throw in the end zone too.
Yeah,
Would have gone over a hundo.
over 100 and a touchdown.
Yep, and a touchdown. Yep.
Yeah, but he looked really good to me. But it does concern me because we were already pretty deep at wide receiver. I don't know who's going to be able to make the cut, like you were saying, Tooch.
Yep.
You can name 5 of them off the top of your head.
They're definitely making the team 5.
Right. So it's definitely it'd be difficult to make the roster, but he looked really good out there yesterday. The guy that I'm going to be watching for the rest of the preseason is Jordan Vandenberg. I loved when they drafted him. He was a physical freak in college. King Buka even said that he was getting some double teams, yesterday. So if he can push, he pushed himself up to getting first team reps in practice because he's been playing so well in practice. So if he can push and get that number 1 spot, that'd be fantastic. I know Javon Dexter didn't start yesterday, but man, I don't know if the Javon
contract
Dexter,
season,
right? And I just don't know if the Javon Dexter move is gonna be fruitful. So
I think I gotta change mine. I gotta watch that Thieneman kid more. With all the injuries in the secondary, we gotta see if that kid can hold up. I
liked Malik Muhammad a lot yesterday too.
Yeah, he's a player.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the chat. Y'all brought it today, Mr. Shorty. Daniel Brown, who will be on later right here on the Monsters of the Ballroom at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, coming up.
So stay tuned for that. Hugh Heavens came in here at the end. Relentless Mikey came in and cut the lights on for me.
Mr. Shorty.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Shorty was in here talking about the Portillo's order, and I can never choose between the beef sandwich or the hot dog, so I just end up getting both.
Just get both.
Of course, you got to get the sweet and the hot peppers. You get it baptized. That's just the way it goes. And drag my hot dog through the garden, man. That's how I roll out there at Portillo's. And he mentioned the cake shake.
Man,
absolutely
making me hungry.
Love the freaking cake shake. You can't beat it. They put a whole slice of cake inside the shake. It's nuts. But you wonder why all the super fans are overweight. It's because the food is so great in Chicago.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Aldo says he's been preparing for the new show, which is the Ballroom. Aldo, I made a banner for it. We had Daniel Brown in here the whole show, pushing for it. Definitely. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe to the Ballroom Network. Hit the notification bell to tell you every time we go live. We will be live later today at 1 p.m. Central Time for Monsters of the Ballroom. Tune in to listen to Daniel Brown, Dr. Gooch, and Shy 33 girl. I believe her name is Evie. I'll definitely be tuned in to see how all that works out. It's a show where you, the fan, can get involved and have your voice heard. KB, that's what they did with us. We were fans.
That's how we got in this.
We sent an audition in. Next thing you know, we're running the Barfly Tailgate show. I mean, it's just absolutely nuts to think about.
The way time goes.
Oh man, that's crazy. We're old. Anyway, stay tuned right here to the Ballroom Network. Until next time, we'll just leave everybody with a bear down.